Hey guys, this is not the most flattering camera angle, but I have a box opening to do here, so I'm sure lots of you are wondering where the heck I have been the last, I don't know, God, it's been like a month or two since I did a video, and I was doing them every day for a while there. Can you see the cat? Oh, no, there's a cat here. She's not in frame though, I guess. Anyways, I'll get to that in another video when I do get back to making proper videos. I'm only making this one because I can't not do a box opening for this doll here. So let me just write down my shirt. That's a good view. That's a good view. So yeah, this is my Twigling Kahlo that I've been waiting forever on. I have my other Twigling girls, Artifex Kindred girls here with me. This is Rusalka. She is my ingenue. She is, I don't know, whatever the original body configuration was. She's quite a few years old now. So she's from when there was only one body. And this is my mini ingenue, or mini ingenue, however you say it. I should ask Reese sometime. I don't know how she's intending that to be pronounced, but I hear it lots of different ways, and anyways, whatever. She does not have a name. She is still woefully incomplete, but I just figured I'd get my Artifex Kindred girls all together. I think that's all I have, right? Yeah, that's all I have. So, Kahlo, if you've been following me for a long time, you pretty much know all this story, or you've heard it, bits and pieces of it a number of times. But to recap, I actually had to look up dates, because this is quite a long story about how this all came to be. So originally, early 2015, it started 2015, Reese set up an experiment she was calling the long pre-order, or long layaway pre-order. Anyway, she was basically doing like a year-long layaway, allowing people to do a year-long layaway, did a really far in advance pre-order, and most of the dolls came out of that pretty good, but there was a batch of dolls in tan that ended up, I don't know, the color was all wrong or something, and she wasn't happy with it, and she went with a new casting company, and then she didn't like what they did, and then she went with a new casting company, and they couldn't do it, and it was just kind of a mess. The batch of tan dolls from this order, which was, I don't know, like 6 or 8 orders or something, but so I had to look up all these dates. I had to like go back through my conversations with Reese to find, Reese is Twigling. I keep switching back and forth what I'm calling her there, but so yeah, I had to look through my conversations to figure that out. So in June of 2016 is when she got a new casting company for the tan dolls that had been a year and a half now, and people hadn't gotten their tan dolls yet, and so she's now moved to a new company just for the tan, and but they had a minimum pre-order of 10, and she only had like, well, she must have had 7 orders, because I feel like she needed 3 more. So anyway, she opened it up for an immediate, I have this many dolls and you can only get this color, and I need orders right away. And at that point, it was kind of really an impulse buy. I was really wanting to get one, and I just I didn't get on the order because I couldn't really afford it. But then for some reason, when it opened up and she's like, I really need 3 orders right away, I was like, okay, I'm on board. So I put my order in June, early June 2016, and it is now, well, June 10th, 2016, and it is now May 11th, 2018. So is 1 month shy of 2 years from when I put my order in, and it was actually like 3.5 years from when she first started this batch of orders. And I'm nearly certain, sorry, I have an itch, I'm not just leaning all weird. I am nearly certain that this doll is the very last doll from that whole batch of orders to be delivered. So, and pretty much everyone else got theirs. I was going to say a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but everyone did wait a really long time. But well, I was going to say definitely not as long as me, but that's not true, because I've been waiting 2 years, but the people who got their tan dolls and had originally ordered when the order started, because I didn't order mine until a year and a half into the long layaway, or long pre-order. Rupert. He's over here scratching shit. Oh, okay, I'm getting really wordy. I'm 5 minutes in, I haven't even cut the tape on the box. Maybe I should do that while I'm talking. This came in a box with a handle. I was expecting her to come like curled up in a shorter box. I thought I remembered her saying she was gonna ship like in a fetal position, but so anyways, it came in this big long box. It's got a handle on the side, which is pretty nifty, and some straps. It's not like a company labeled box or anything. I know Reese likes to do more sustainable, sustainable, but she likes to reuse boxes and not dump a bunch of resources into packaging and, you know, stuff that's just going to end up in a landfill anyways. So anyways, I appreciate that. It's nice to have a, you know, nice fancy box with a company logo, whatever, but, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate environmental consciousness, so that's cool. So anyways, back to my story. So June, 2 years, yeah, since I put my order in. So then there was this whole series of craziness, and I've kind of, over the last 2 years, I know I've mentioned it in quite a lot of videos, as different things were happening. So, okay, I was gonna do that while I'm talking, but I'm just gonna get to this too fast, because she's pretty much right in there, so, try to hurry through my story here. So that was June, when, early to mid-June, when she switched companies and needed those new orders, and I jumped in. So now, middle of September, she got the samples back from the new casting company and decided they were crap, but it was terrible. She worked with them some more. I guess this was the first time this casting company was doing dolls. That they worked with casting resin a lot, but they'd never done Baldur's Gate dolls before. That was a new area to them. But anyways, so she didn't like what they came back with. So she worked with them some more, and then in the end of November, so September, so then 3 months later, they came back to her, sent her a new resin samples. And she decided those were also crap. So now, after several tries to get the color she wanted in a good quality, she finally decided to go ahead and switch to Haru Casting, who everyone knows is fabulous. So, but they are a little more expensive, which is too bad. But, so it took from the end of November when she made that decision to switch to Haru, or actually she opened it up. She offered, you know, the people who've been waiting, you can either take the dolls from this company that I'm not happy with, or you can wait longer and go with Haru. And I think maybe a couple people took them from that company, but I think most people decided to wait for Haru. So anyways, it wasn't until so that was the end of November, and then it took until the end of April, so that was like 5 months it took for her to get her masters back from the casting company that failed, and then to rework and fix up the masters, because when they make molds, sometimes the casting companies kind of damage them, I guess, so she had to kind of rework and fix up and reprime and everything the masters, and once that was done, send them off to Haru. So it was the end of April now, 2017, end of April 2017, when she got her masters back and they were in the mail to Haru. So now the start of June, so it's just a little over a month later. Well, since we went to Haru, I inquired at that point if it was okay if I could switch my order. Because I had actually originally ordered Pieta with a completely different body configuration to what I've got here. This is Kahlo. I had ordered Pieta, who I did want, but really the only reason I had ordered her at the time was because we were limited to that specific tan color that she was trying to get, and Pieta was the only sculpt that I had wanted that would work in that color. And the orders, those 3 orders, last minute orders that she picked up had to be in that color, because it was a minimum quantity thing. Anyways, God, 10 minutes in already. I am so freaking wordy. I don't know how you guys put up with me. I'm not even like halfway through my little notes here, so, oh gosh. Anyways, so yes, when she went to Haru, I was like, oh hey, Haru does lots more colors. Since you're going with Haru, is it possible to switch my order? Because what I really wanted, my Grail doll, is a Kahlo in like an ebony or some, you know, super dark skin tone. Well, Haru, sorry, almost went on a tangent there. Nope, stopping. Super dark skinned Kahlo. And I asked about switching, and then that was a whole kind of back and forth for quite a while before she settled on it. I got the okay to go ahead and switch my order. So then it was June of 2017, early June 2017, when I changed my doll to what this actually is. So that was just a little under a year, which a year seems crazy long, but it depends what companies you're used to dealing with. If you've ever ordered from Dolce, a year's not that crazy. So, anyways, then they got to work pretty quick on it in July, they being Haru. July 2017, we got pics from Haru, because if you follow them on Flickr or Instagram, you see they post progress pictures all the time of the various dolls and stuff they're casting and working on. So they posted a picture of my doll, and my heart sank. She was wrong. Well, I was all excited at first. I'm like, oh, that's my doll. And I was like, no, wait a minute, that's not my doll, because that's not the bust size I'd ordered and stuff. And so I went back and forth there and discovered that the bust was wrong, bust piece was wrong, and the hands had also been cast wrong. We researched that a little, and apparently the wrong size bust was Twigling's mistake, and then casting the wrong hands was Haru's mistake. So both ends there, somebody made a mistake and they'd cast the wrong hands and the wrong bust. So now they've got to redo those parts. And I didn't hear anything then. Well, because I mean they were doing a whole big batch, so didn't hear anything until mid-October. So that was July, June, August, September, October. So it was like 3 months since. Sorry, I keep trying to go off on tangents and stopping myself. So mid-October, I heard that the dolls were heading from Haru back to Twigling in Spain. But at that time, I couldn't afford to pay off my layaway. I'd only paid like for half of her, and they're not cheap. She was like 800 euros or something, I think. So yeah, I couldn't afford pay her off. So there were still all the other people in this order who had ordered before me anyways, so I'm like, you know, if you can give me some time, just go ahead and get everybody else's orders done. Don't worry about me. I've already been waiting all this time. What's another couple months? So whatever. Do everybody else's orders and get to me last, and then at that point, hopefully I'll have come up with the money. So that was the plan. And then Christmas, I got some money for Christmas, and at that point I was able to pay off the doll. I still owed shipping, which was like another 100 euros. Shipping and insurance was just insane. But apparently that's what it freaking costs to send express from Spain to the US. So that's pretty nuts, but then yeah, I couldn't afford another 100 euros. So finally what? Oh, mid-January, so once I finally paid her off, then she actually got to work on, you know, assembling and sueding and stuff. She suede it as kind of a free gift apology for having waited so long. So she got her sueded and ready to go, and then she posted pictures on Instagram, and again, I saw the picture and was just like so ecstatic for about half a second, and then my heart sank as I realized she was still wrong. So somehow after all of that, she had still been cast, all of that being, well, all of that, whatever. She had been cast with the wrong hip piece now. So the wrong chest, the wrong hands, and now the wrong hip piece. And I didn't find out whose mistake that was. I don't know if that was Twigling's or Haru's or what. But that was January. And so then she had another batch of dolls coming from Haru soonish. So she was gonna had them do the hip and send it with that order. So then late March, so just over a month ago now, the next batch was ready to ship from Haru. They sent her photos, said this is what's leaving on Monday, and there was no hip piece there. So she contacts them again all upset, and they said, we will cast it right now. This was like a Friday. So they will cast it now, and we will have it in the box when it ships on Monday. And somehow they did. So they cast my hip piece on Friday, and then Monday it was in the mail. So by Monday it was in the mail. So that was late March. And then keep waiting and waiting and stalking Reese's Instagram, looking for photos of the dolls arriving. And we wait and we wait and we wait. And finally she sends out an update freaking out. The dolls are like lost in shipping, or somebody, they said they delivered when she wasn't there, even though that wasn't true, and they were sending it back to the returning to sender or something. And for a month the shipping companies were tossing the box around and not releasing it to her for some reason. So that was really frustrating and a little bit scary, you know. So but finally 2 weeks ago the dolls came in, and she posted a picture on Instagram, and the doll is correct. We'll see once we get out of the box, but according to the picture, she's correct. And I had just got my tax refund, so I went ahead and paid for shipping now. So yeah, she's finally paid off. It has been 1 month shy of 2 years that I have been waiting for this doll, and about 3.5 years since this whole debacle originally started. I feel so terrible for Reese. I know a lot of people are like, a lot of people were really upset, and I understand that too. I know why people are upset, but I just feel terrible for Reese having had to deal with this for 3.5 years, and I'm sure that she's so relieved that this is here. So here we go. Without further ado, 18 minutes in, I'm actually going to open the box. So here we go. Lots of bubble packaging. Always great. Got boxes and boxes of this stuff around. I save it and use it for sending commissions back. This is kind of an interesting packaging tab. It's got me a little bit worried, actually. Doesn't seem super safe and protected in there. I guess there's bubble packs all around, but still doesn't seem super protected. Sorry if you hear rustling over here. I've just thrown all those bubble packs. The cat is digging through them. So here is a smaller box, which it looks like maybe her head's not on the body. That looks like a headless body. So I'm going to guess the head is in here. Oh, I also got a pair of the stiletto heels, which I'm very excited about because poor Rusalka here has never had a pair of shoes that fit really. These are, well, I mean, these fit, but they're men's shoes. They're just boots. She's never had a pair of, like, heels. I've never been able to find a single pair of feminine shoes that will actually fit her. I know the Sighthound lady has found some shoes that do fit these bodies, but they're like $50 a pair. And like I said, I am broke. I can't afford to spend $50 on a pair of doll shoes, so. There we have, I don't know, 3 little rolls of something. There's, oh, this color. Oh my gosh, this color. So this color is, it's not Haru's darkest color. It's their second darkest skin tone. I think Ebony is the darkest. And this is what, this is a weird video. I keep being all leany trying to fit in camera. Haru calls this Black Pearl. That's the name of the color. It's the translucent Black Pearl. This must be shoes. Twigling calls it Burnt Umber. So yes, if you're looking at the, she opens orders occasionally for the Burnt Umber. Oh, both shoes are in here, so I'm not sure what's in the other package. Hands maybe? Maybe she shipped the hands off too. There are the shoes, just some plain white stilettos. I'll probably paint them black. There were black ones available, but they were like $10 more. I was like, I'll just paint them. So that's a bottom. That's kind of thin. I guess it doesn't matter though. Actually has little imprints in her for her toes. Wow, you can't see that at all for sure. It was definitely sculpted right on her foot though, because you can see all her little individual toe imprints, which I'm sure will make them fit beautifully. Very exciting. Yay, shoes. Alright, next package looks dark. There's probably some hands in there. Like I said, this is my Grail doll. This color is incredible. I love dark skin so much. I think it's just so beautiful. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful color. It has almost kind of a reddish, purplish kind of undertone to it. Very pretty. Very pretty. Makes me wonder about yellowing though, just because I know reds go out of, reds, right? Reds go out of, fade out of resin the fastest. So being so red undertoned, I'm wondering if, you know, as she gets a little older, is she gonna fade to more yellowy, or yeah, like a yellow undertone. What a beautiful color. Look at that, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. So pretty. Alright, alright. And here's her head. Kahlo, Kahlo. I can't wait. I have wanted this sculpt since she started showing like sculpting in progress photos of her. Oh, she's so pretty. So pretty. This is a really interesting, kind of cool head cap thing she does. Makes the head look pretty strange. Take it apart, but follows a natural hairline. Oops, the camera's on this end. Follows the natural hairline, so it kind of looks like she's got, like, well, I was gonna say sideburns, but it's not really sideburns on a woman, I guess. But you know, a natural hairline. That's the word, I guess. Look at her! Oh my God, she's so beautiful. As soon as I saw this sculpt, I knew I had to have her in this color, and I love her so much. She's so stunning. Ah. Kitty, your cat just jumped in the window and is blocking like half of my light. She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I don't have any, she's got kind of big ears. They stick out a lot. Don't have any, oh, here's the leather. I didn't even notice it was on there. Yeah, she just got that shaved down really nice. Lose my train of thought. I don't have a name picked out for her. I think I'm gonna leave her bald, but I'll probably paint hair on, just paint her whole head cap dark so it looks like she's got a really short, you know, short kind of buzz. So beautiful. Alright, let's get this out of here. This will be the COA, I'm sure. Take a look at it. It's such a pretty card. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, we got postcards and stuff. Oh, so lovely. Just photo cards, I guess. And that's think this doll's name is Toby. This would be the first Twigling I ever saw, and that really made me fall for her. Alright, and then this would be ECUA. Yep. Certificate of Authenticity. There's a note in here I haven't read yet, so I'll cover that up. I don't know if it's got anything in there to not share. Instructions, provenance. Oh, that's cool. A cool little booklet. I'll read this quick. Oh, nice little note. Okay, body. Just hanging out there in the bottom of the box. A little bit of a new resin smell, not too strong, which is good because I actually hate that smell. Oh, this is not the most flattering view of me, I know. Oh, pretty girl, pretty girl, pretty girl. I'm so excited. I don't have time, of course, right now to work on her. I'm really yacked up on work, and Mother's Day is this weekend, and I'm still doing the floral thing occasionally, meaning at holiday time, really. So I am so overworked right now, and I'm just sore and exhausted, and I definitely don't have time to be playing with my own dolls. I thought about leaving her packaged up and not even opening her for probably about a week until the color's so beautiful. Until I actually have some time, but then I just couldn't bear thinking of leaving her in the box. Oh my gosh. Really has a very purpley undertone that I wasn't quite expecting. I guess it just doesn't photograph terribly well. I mean, it's beautiful though. I'm not complaining. I was just a little surprised. It's just more purple than I was expecting, or purple, red. Yeah, I'm curious how the color will yellow. There she is. Oh my gosh, so pretty. So she's all fully suede and so we've got the long legs, the long hip option, and the smallest bust option, which I just love. Oh, look at that. Gosh. Adorable. Not adorable, that's not the right word. Gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Figure out this hand situation. Well, here, I'm just going to pause this for a second, get her head on, get her hands on, and then I'll be right back. So I gotta climb up here to reach the pause button. Alright. Here she is, all put together. She's beautiful. I got the long-nailed hand option as well. Gosh, it's stunning. I don't have eyes for her yet. Like I said, I'm not going to do a wig, I don't think, at all. I don't have any clothes for her. I will be sewing an outfit for her. I have something in mind that's kind of been stuck in my head for a long time. Oh, I guess I should try these heels on her. But I didn't want to start it before she was here because her body is, you know, fairly different to my original ingenue. I think the legs are the same. Ooh, the shoes fit perfect. I think the legs are the same. And the hips are similar, but the length of the torso is a lot longer on her. Oops. Wrong shoe. If I can get this one on. You can't see what I'm doing, but first shoe went on super easily. Second shoe is being a little fussier. I might have to... No, I guess it's good. I was going to say I might have to boil it and kind of get the perfect fit, but... Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love them. A little bit of toe cleavage happening there. Gorgeous. So, let's stick her up here next to... Oops, sorry, kick the camera. Next to... Wow, I thought she was going to be taller than my ingenue. And she's actually... she was wearing heels. So here in her heels even, She's barely taller than her. That's surprising to me. I did get the long legs right. Now after all the things I went wrong, I should probably double check and make sure she's actually on the long legs, because I thought the long legs, long torso option was the tallest configuration available, which I thought was taller than the original dolls, which is what Rusalka is, one of the originals. So I thought she was going to be a little bit taller than her. She looks a little shorter here, but Rusalka is wearing boots. They don't have much of a heel, but they do have a little bit of heel. So there they are together. You can kind of see them together. So we can turn the camera here without knocking everything over. Maybe. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, there we go. Look at that skin color. Ah, so gorgeous. There's the cat come to inspect. So I love this small bust. I love her face. Oh, I love everything about her. She's incredible. Alright. Yeah. 2-year wait. Totally worth it. Yeah, I'll absolutely, despite all that, I will absolutely be ordering from Twigling / Artifex Kindred again in the future. Assuming I can ever afford it, but assuming I can ever afford it, I'm really not put off about how long this whole process was and the mistakes and stuff. It happens, and I know it's not because